Start a career in the broadcasting industry. Whether it's on air or behind the scenes, there's a world of opportunities waiting for you. Be there as history unfolds. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
Mike Ludlum is now on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, Ontonagon's village manager discusses Aspirus Health's move to transition the hospital into a rural health clinic, how many jobs the village could lose, and the broader impact he says it could have on the area. Plus, the biggest election day before the general election. We're live in Washington as more than a dozen states cast ballots in the presidential primary on this Super Tuesday. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
What a beautiful sunny day across the UP area, but it wasn't quite as warm as it looks like outside.
No, it definitely is chilly out there. We've got fairly clear skies during our day here today, kind of different than what we saw yesterday and even on Sunday with those stormy conditions. We'll expect mostly clear skies, and because of that, we'll have very chilly temperatures this evening, about 10 to 25. It's going to be the coldest for the west half in that 10 to about 20 degree range, maybe a little bit less than that. And then during the days coming up, Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to be chilliest again for that west, basically the Keweenaw, but I'll go over all of those details after the break.
Thanks, Ariane. Developing now, the Marquette County Sheriff's Office is looking for witnesses to a hit-and-run incident near Marquette Mountain Ski Resort yesterday afternoon. It happened around 4:30 p.m. on M553 just south of the ski hill. A woman driving a dark gray Buick southbound says she was attempting to pass a silver car. She says that silver car swerved and hit the driver's side of her car, causing her to lose control and hit a guardrail. The driver of the silver car kept driving southbound on M553. Anyone who witnessed the incident or can identify the driver of the silver car is asked to contact the Sheriff's Office tip line at 906-225-8441. We have a correction to make from last night's 11 p.m. newscast. On air, we reported that about 2,000 people signed a petition to the Iron Mountain City Council complaining of noise from the Max Entertainment Center. That was incorrect. About 1,700 people signed that petition in support of the Max Entertainment Center. That information is correct on our website as well as the full story, and we apologize for the inaccuracy on air. We have new details tonight about Aspirus Health's decision to transition its hospital in Ontonagon into a rural health clinic. The Ontonagon village manager says the shutdown will reduce 16 to 20 full-time jobs to part-time or eliminate them altogether. Those are jobs he says the village can't afford to lose. The hospital will no longer provide emergency services, and the next closest emergency care hospital is 50 miles away. The village manager says with the average age of residents in Ontonagon County over 60 years old, there's a real concern for safety in medical emergencies.
The hospital has been very quiet, in my opinion. And I think a lot of the people in our community just want the hospital to come forward and make a statement, hold a meeting, answer questions. Even if it doesn't change anything, I think people just want to hear it out of the horse's mouth. Instead, you have guys like me answering interview questions, and I don't work at the hospital.
The manager says the village is exploring options to get another ER in Ontonagon. Coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, hear from residents there, some of whom that say they're considering moving because of Aspirus' decision. Voters in 16 states are heading to the polls or caucusing today to choose their party's candidates for 2024. The most notable is the Republican presidential primary between Nikki Haley and former President Donald Trump. We head to Washington, where our D.C. Bureau correspondents Rachel Knapp and Brendan Scanlon are live with us. Brendan and Rachel, you spoke with the experts today. What are they watching closely this evening?
Hey there, Sarah. Good evening. So there's a few things that they're watching closely. First, there are 865 Republican delegates up for grabs on this Super Tuesday. That's roughly 1/3 of the total amount of Republican delegates. either Republican candidate, Donald Trump or Nikki Haley, needs 1,215 delegates out of the 2,429 in total to win the nomination. Trump currently has 276 and Nikki Haley has 43. Now, many experts are keeping a very close eye, especially on those states that utilize the so-called winner-take-all method for this primary, which means basically if a candidate receives 50% or more of the vote, they receive all the delegates from that state.
Yeah, and about 15 states that are holding the Republican primaries and caucuses, the majority of them are using that winner-take-all method, which could be very tricky for Haley to see if not only she'll stay in the campaign, but also, about her fundraising and just staying in the race as well. But even if former President Donald Trump does dominate today, which we do expect him to do, it doesn't mean that it's going to solidify him as the nominee. So again, experts are going to be watching to see how Haley will fare tonight.
Donald Trump doesn't have enough delegates or won't have enough delegates after tonight to clinch it, but he might in the next week or two. This could really push him very, very close to that threshold that he needs to secure the nomination at the convention. What might be interesting is to see if Nikki Haley can pull off a state or two, to see if she can get some delegates going into the convention to say that she's the legitimate number two should something happen to Donald Trump.
And Sarah, it's also important to note that there are several down ballot races, including statewide and congressional races in these states like North Carolina, California, and they're really important for a few reasons. One of the big reasons is when we start talking about the balance of power here, especially those congressional races, House and the Senate, really important come November.
And experts are also going to be watching states like Utah and Virginia, places where they say that's where a little bit more traditional Republicans are, as opposed to other states that are more Trump-leaning states. They say that they're going to watch Super Tuesday, watch these elections to see, kind of use it as a bellwether to see how enthusiastic and motivated these Republican voters are for the November elections. Sarah, back to you.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Governor Whitmer is planning on investing $1.4 billion to build and rehabilitate nearly 10,000 homes across the state. From 2019 to 2022, median rent costs increased 6%, while the average income for renters only saw a 2% bump. Leaders at the Michigan State Housing and Development Authority, or MSHDA, say by creating more supply within the market, they hope to create some relief for the state's affordability crisis.
The state needs kind of like a broad approach to fixing this issue, right? So we're not necessarily just talking about adding more rental or adding more home ownership units. We're talking about adding a whole range of housing choice to the markets.
Coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, we'll have more from MSHDA leaders who say the governor's plan could help solve issues in housing markets across the state. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus, a popular summer staple in Marquette has a new manager. The changing roles at the farmers market. And later, Restaurant Week in Escanaba continues. We're taking a look inside a popular diner that serves up a classic home-cooked meal. We're back in 2 minutes.
Excited to be going home?
Thursday, the Cooper family's back together.
I cannot wait to sleep in my own bed. You didn't tell him on the plane? Tell me what?
Me and Georgie and the baby have been staying in your room.
That makes sense. There was a tornado. You needed a place to live.
So you're okay with it?
Oh, no, I'm home now. Get out.
When it's the final season, there's surprises around every corner, and every episode counts.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
So,
Testing.
Sheldon's home.
Don't miss a new Young Sheldon, Thursday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. That's because at John's Auto, communication is the key to service. When we have your car, you can expect to be updated on what's going on. And Craig here will explain repairs in terms I even understand, and I'm only 9. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget, we're still your #1 source for a pre-owned vehicle in Marquette County.
John's Auto Marquette.
Mike Baxter, Pioneer.
Dad, how do you kill an elk?
Wait outside the lodge until last call, then hit it with a tire iron.
And Legend.
I have a 60-year-old truck and a 30-year-old marriage. You should be happy that I am stuck in my old ways.
I do love that truck.
No wonder he's the last man standing.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Mr. Mattress here with the biggest Tempur-Pedic sale of the year. Get up to 50% off at Shunk Furniture Marquette. We have a large selection of Tempur-Pedics that have to go. Save up to 50% on power bases and pillows too. Tempur-Pedic Factory said they have to go to make room for the new models that are on their way. You heard me right. Save up to 50% on select Tempur-Pedic models. Save up to 50% on power bases and pillows too. Shop Shunks at Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
Well, we've got some rain showers over to the east of us, some snow to the west of us. We're staying fairly dry at the moment, the past couple of hours. If you're looking for snow, better head to North California and Donner Pass. Man, they've got nailed in the past couple of days starting on Friday. I can't even remember what the total snowfall was, but a major blizzard there. Right now, though, we'll be mostly clear this evening. We've got coldest temperatures in the west half of the UP, and then we'll expect some warmer sun this week till about Thursday. We could see gusts return on Wednesday night into our Thursday, and then chances of that wintry mix Friday, maybe even Saturday morning, before we expect some sunnier skies on our Sunday. Take a look here at those temperatures around 35 to 50 tomorrow. Then we'll be a little bit warmer on Thursday, 40 to 50. Friday, it's looking a little bit chillier again, dipping down into those mid-30s. Temps right now in that 30 to 45, even close to 50-degree range, but a little bit warmer, of course, in the southern counties there. And winds coming out of the north, we'll see these change direction. We'll expect some southerly winds and gusting up on our Wednesday evening, like I said, and possibly on Thursday, and then again this weekend. Record book showing for March. Well, our warmest March was back in 2012, where we had about 39.7 degrees. Coldest was 2014. Rainiest was back in 1979, if you can think back that far. And snowiest, look at that, we had 83.1 inches of snow in 2002. I know, I wish we had a little bit more snow as well. So we'll expect mostly clear skies this evening, but we could see some cloudier conditions over there in the west half there, and then expecting some sunshine on Wednesday. Clouds moving in again around 9 p.m. East half staying mostly clear, and then Thursday evening, chances of rain and a wintry mix there along that Keweenaw spine into the later evening hours, and we'll expect mostly cloudy skies for that Thursday night. Taking a look here at our 7-day for Marquette, we've got gusts coming up on Thursday around 20 miles an hour, and then on Spread Goodness Day, about 39 degrees, chances of snow showers mostly in the afternoon. I'll have the outlook for everybody across the UP coming up in 15.
Thank you very much, Ariane. A major Marquette attraction is under new leadership. The Farmers Market Administrative Assistant Brian Shire is stepping into the manager role just in time for the market's return in May. The former manager of the Farmers Market, Sarah Johnson, just moved to a new position at Partridge Creek Farm in Ishpeming. Shire says he's excited to continue working with the market in his new position and launch some new programs.
Be at the market every day is like one of my favorite things. I'll come, so that won't change too much, but now I'll be in a position where I'm working more with the vendors. That'll be fun. Launching the new programs that we have coming. We have our Power of Produce program coming back this year.
Shire says they are still looking for vendors and musicians for the upcoming season. He encourages anyone interested to apply online. Stay right here. Our 19 News Insights is on the way next.
Vaccines play a major part in protecting your health. For years, they've prevented the spread of diseases like polio, tetanus, influenza, hepatitis, measles, chickenpox, mumps, and the list goes on. COVID-19 has joined that list. Please protect your family, friends, and neighbors by staying up to date on your COVID-19 vaccines. If you've not already been vaccinated, dial 211 if you need any assistance with getting your COVID vaccination.
Pictionary. Play along from home.
Easter Bunny! Easter Bunny is correct!
With a chance to win every weekday.
Weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS.
Attention people with Medicare and anyone turning 65. If you have original Medicare, you may be able to get a Medicare Advantage plan with additional benefits. Medicare Advantage plans may include vision coverage, wellness visits, gym membership, and hearing coverage with affordable cost and copay. The call is free. You may even find plans with $0 monthly premiums or $0 copays on certain services or $0 deductibles.
Call 800-208-7175.
And let Best Medcare do the work for you.
Get ready to march up the aisle with Richardson Jewelers downtown Marquette. March is Wedding Band Month. We will have a wedding band event March 12th through the 23rd. We will have over 100 different bands in for viewing. Whether your engagement ring is for me or not, I will find you the perfect band for your big day. Come see me for the ultimate bridal experience personalized just for you. Wedding bands
at Richardson Jewelers.
Come on down to Outdoor Man, where our camping department is intense.
Set it up in 30 seconds flat. And take it down even faster.
And we're always family friendly.
We found a bear cub in here. Been nice knowing you, Baxter.
Outdoor Man is open for business on Last Man Standing.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
Next week in downtown Marquette is For the Foodies. It's the return of Restaurant Week, and this year more than a dozen local eateries are participating with specials and deals. Joining us tonight from the Marquette DDA is Mike Bradford. Thanks for coming in, Mike.
Thanks for having me again.
All right, so let's just do the quick bullet point rundown. What do we need to know about Restaurant Week?
Well, rule number one, food. You know, come hungry. Basically, like you said, we have over 15 restaurants, just in the downtown district that are, bringing their best. This comes from, discounts, bringing down the price point for people, to then those who are really leaning in and experimenting, kind of creating some fusions and creating whole new specials just for this week.
Gotcha. What are the hours, the days that Restaurant Week goes through?
Depends on the restaurant. So from the 10th to the 16th, basically the Saturday right before St. Patrick's Day, so definitely go out on that Saturday and load up on all that food as much as you can. But no, it varies from restaurant to restaurant. So, their hours, they post it. So I highly recommend you kind of plan ahead and kind of plan out your week so you know what flavors you want to try out.
Yes. Okay, so let's go through some of the restaurants that are participating and some things that you even have your eye on too.
Yeah. Oh God, that's hard. And in the office, we've been trying to shop around and see where we're going to go as an office. But for me, one of my personal favorites is I love ramen.
Yes, me too. Aaron knows how much I love ramen.
Okay, yeah, perfect. And so, the Lanyap, actually, they're one that have basically created a whole menu, just for this, kind of a fusion from, South American, Mexican type fusion with then their Cajun Creole, style. Mm-hmm. And so they have this Biri ramen, where it basically takes this Mexican tone and then fuses it with, of course, ramen.
Yes.
And so I'm very excited for that dish, and that's just one of many.
Yeah.
Another one that I thought was very interesting was the Delft Bistro. Basically, the whole theme is sourdough.
I noticed that too. I saw the sourdough cherry pie on the menu, and I thought, that sounds really good.
You actually beat me to that. I was meaning on talking about that one. And even bringing it to their brunch, Saturday and Sunday, also leaning into the sourdough with, I believe it's an old-fashioned pancake, sourdough. And that is also available Saturday, and they're extending it to Sunday, for those who maybe want to go out for that Saturday night of St. Patrick's Day celebrations.
Of course. What is the heart behind Restaurant Week and why this time of year?
Yeah, so as you'll notice, Escanaba has theirs, going on. Other cities downstate had did it a week ago. We usually have it around this time of year because it's slow.
Yeah.
It's things really slow down, and it's an opportunity to get people out of the house, visit the multiple restaurants downtown, keep them going, get them excited.
Right.
And basically keep things moving until things really start to pick up again come June.
Yeah, especially with this winter, there's not a whole lot of foot traffic like we usually see during the winter.
Yeah, not as much, but hey, the sun's out, and things are looking pretty beautiful. And with the social district, maybe some walkability too. Grab a drink at one of the restaurants they may be participating at, and visit other places downtown.
Awesome. Awesome. Is there anything that people need to know about? Do they need to sign up for something or like check in anywhere to participate in Restaurant Week?
Great question. So some restaurants, the rules vary. Some, they don't take reservations, just come as you go. Others I do recommend, especially on which day, to call ahead, especially if you have a large party size. Give them a heads up, and that way the kitchen can keep up, with the demand.
Just like a normal day.
Like a normal day.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Then really quickly before we wrap, where do people go to get more information?
Yes, so all the specials for participating restaurants can be found at our website, downtownmarquette.org.
Perfect. Mike, thanks for coming in. We are definitely looking forward to next week. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
And yes, it is the third day of Restaurant Week in Esky, and one eatery is featuring a new menu item that was actually inspired by a customer. Rosie's Diner's specials for the week include the fan favorite corned beef hash, love it, as well as a breakfast poutine. The poutine is made up of crinkle cut fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, homemade sausage gravy, chopped bacon, and 2 eggs. If you weren't hungry before, you gotta be hungry now. When a patron ordered a variation of the dish about a month ago, Rosie staff decided to put their own spin on it, and they say it's already become a popular order this week.
Great relationship with our community. Our customers are our heartbeat. I take any ideas that we get from our customers and I try to work it into this place if we can, and it's worked out real well for us.
Restaurant Week in Esky continues through Saturday. Just head to WZMQ19.com for a full list of restaurants and specials there. UP Sports is on the way next. Mike Ludlam recaps high school hockey and NMU basketball. And an Iron Mountain wrestler decides where she'll compete in college. We'll tell you where Shayna Rushka intends to go. We're back after this.
$18 people from all different walks of life playing a game that is built on deceit.
Wait up!
I don't know why I'm crying.
All you had to do was lie.
Ah! Group hug.
Are you guys okay?
I can't even string sentences together.
But I don't really care.
That right there makes the game so worth playing.
Survivor, new Wednesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Shop hundreds of lazy boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
Who'll be there when there are voices that need to be heard? Who will be there when amazing rises up or a need for a warning comes falling down? Who will be our ears and our eyes? Will you? Start a career in the broadcasting industry. Whether it's on air or behind the scenes, there's a world of opportunities waiting for you. Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
From all of us at the top, thank you for watching CBS and WZMQ 19.
This is home. It's our town, it's our song. This is home. This is where we belong. Whoa, whoa, this is home. Yeah, this is home.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. The Houghton Gremlins are hoping for a better outcome in their Division III hockey semifinal than they had last season. If last Saturday's quarterfinal against Sault Ste. Marie is any indication, that is possible. The Houghton student section was ready, and that support transferred to everybody, including goaltender Bryant Lee. First period against the Sioux, Houghton's Mike Millette wins the faceoff to Connor Arco. He wrists a low liner through traffic that beats the goaltender at 2:06. Gremlins up 1-0. Orange and Black had a power play a short time later. Jack Sayan, Connor Raffelli spots Mike Millette. Shot through traffic again, sure thing. Just 14 seconds after the man advantage began, 2-0 at 3:17. Hunter Markham will cross the blue line for Houghton a short time later, and that rocket eludes the glove of Cam Lavity at the 4-minute mark. That's right, 3 goals, 4 minutes, 3-0 Gremlins. Blue Devils able to settle down. Cade Escherich sends the puck through the traffic and past Bryant Lee, and the Sioux was trailing 3-1 after 1. To the second, Connor Arkle steals the puck, locates Mike Millette ahead of the pack, and Mr. Lavity is not going to have much of a chance on that one either. Houghton leads by 3 again at 4-1. With 2:30 left in the second, Millette celebrated the hat trick with the wraparound goal. Houghton led 5-1 after 2. Jay Hallinan and Millette scored in the third, so that's 4 goals for Millette. Gremlins cruised to the semifinals on Friday with a 7-1 win over the Sioux.
Right now, this team has a lot of experience. We have 15 kids who were there last year. We've played in some tough games this year on TV and in front of big crowds. And so this group has a lot of resolve and determination and has been there before. So we feel good about that.
Houghton will meet Cranbrook Kingswood Friday at 11 in the morning in the first semifinal at Plymouth. The Bay Area Reps will face East Grand Rapids in the other semifinal. Championship is Saturday at 3 o'clock. Turning to college basketball, it was a battle in the first half for the NMU men's team against Davenport. Plays like Max Weisbrod to Sam Schultz get things going, 51-40 in the second half. Then aggressive rebounding, Dylan Keel with the bucket there, Wildcats up 13. Highlight of the night, this dish as Keel goes right down the middle of the lane and slams that one in. Wildcats were in business. Max Weisbrod made his presence known in the second half, showing off some fancy moves before finding the bucket. That made it 62-41. Everyone in action on this one. NMU clinched first place in GLAC with an 83-64 win over Davenport. NMU hosts Purdue Northwest tomorrow in a conference quarterfinal at 7:30. Michigan Tech travels to Grand Valley State tomorrow, while Lake Superior State entertains Wayne State. In the women's game Saturday against the Panthers, the NMU women recognized their 2 seniors, McKaylee Kuhn and Anna Rude. First quarter action, Kuhn takes her defender to the lane, flips that one up, gets a nice bounce there. The Wildcats' all-time leading scorer had 19 points. Former Newberry athlete McKenna Bryant had a solid game for the Panthers off the bench. She had 13 points, including that triple, along with 4 rebounds and 2 steals. Anna Rude gets the assist as C.J. Romero sinks the first of her 3 triples in the first half. Northern posted a 64-54 win. The 3rd-seeded Wildcats will host 6th-seeded Wayne State tomorrow night. That one game is set for 5:30. Michigan Tech's women will entertain Wisconsin Parkside in another league quarterfinal at 6 p.m. That's all from here. Sarah, back to you.
Thank you very much, sir. Hey, meanwhile, the UP's first female wrestler to grab a winning trophy in the UP Finals marked another career milestone today. Iron Mountain High School senior Shayna Rushka signed her official letter of intent to wrestle with Davenport University in Grand Rapids today, joined by her family, friends, and coaches. Rushka is currently 3rd in the state in her 106-pound weight class. She's achieved at least 100 wins and helped lead her team to the state finals.
We're moving on. It makes me really sad, but like I know we'll still all be there for each other, and we're all still going to be supporting each other, and we'll still hang out, and we'll still have the friendships. So I'm grateful for that.
She'll attend Davenport on an academic and athletic scholarship, and she plans to study pre-med in radiology. You go, girl. We will be a little chilly tonight, and tomorrow's looking pretty similar to today. Ariane has the outlook next.
Tonight, credit card late fees could be coming way down. How far and how soon? Then, Super Tuesday is here. Will Nikki Haley stay in the race after today? And an explosive solution to restoring the ecosystem on the CBS Evening News.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
thought it was just a rash, but it had a bullseye ring around it. My doctor said it was a tick bite. Luckily, we caught it early.
Ticks found in tall grass around your home can spread Lyme disease and other illnesses, which can lead to chronic health issues. The CDC estimates nearly 500,000 people across the country are diagnosed with Lyme disease each year.
I didn't understand why my brother was having so many asthma flare-ups. Sometimes he couldn't breathe. Turns out a roach problem at home was triggering it.
Allergens left behind by dust mites, roaches, and rodents are a major driver of asthma attacks, especially in children.
When I had a fever, body aches, and fatigue, I never thought it would have been West Nile virus. All it took was a mosquito bite while gardening.
Mosquitoes spread West Nile virus and many other diseases, and they can breed in standing water around your home. Protect your family from pests. Get the facts at pestworld.org.
He's the sheriff known by one name.
Oh, howdy, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Andy. Andy. Andy.
On The Andy Griffith Show.
Weeknights at 8 on MeTV 19.1.
Well, we've got a chilly but clear night tonight. Those temps about 10 to 20 degrees. Chilly morning tomorrow, and then it'll be cold in the afternoon. Those temps about 35 to 40. And then looking ahead to Friday, we do have chances of a wintry mix moving in, and those temperatures around 40.
That'll do it for now. We'll see you back here at 11:10 Central.
WZMQ TV 19, continuing to stand with the people of Ukraine.